up, YouTube? It's Baker. Welcome back to Blue Line Morphs, guys. I hope everybody's doing absolutely fantastic. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you guys. It is Saturday afternoon, like 12 o'clock, about to head into work. Normally I make the video around Thursday or Friday for Saturday. Last night was our team holiday party. I got obliterated. They get home like 3 o'clock in the morning. In fact, I got up like 45 minutes ago. So I figured I'd get in here today, make a nice little video, kind of stay on track. Because we did take 2 weeks off, and I don't want to keep doing that. With that being said, guys, I kind of thought about what should I make a video about. So a couple things happened in here recently. I kind of want to talk about the audible, the game time decision we called with our stranger boy, and kind of updating some of these younger males and who's been locking, who's not been locking. I also wanted to talk about the forgotten gene and why I kind of moved away from that project. All right, it's kind of obvious why I moved away from the project, but it is what it is. All right, with that being said, let's talk about that real quick. So if you guys remember, I talked about this quite often when I picked this boy up from Joe Empire State Exotics. This is that quote-unquote keyhole male. And we actually picked up a female, too. I'll show you the female from Joe. Breeder, female. She's pretty nasty, so I got to kind of be careful. Now, I was going to do a lot of work with this project this season, okay? But obviously we didn't. We're not going to, mainly because the stranger's doing really well and that pastel redhead het clown male. But I just wanted to kind of show them off real quick and just talk about the project. So, obviously this season I did breed him to a few females. Mainly just no actual clowns, just some codoms. Now I did realize that this gene here, whatever it is causing the clowns to look like this, these keyholes in them, is not part of the blue leucistic complex, because I did breed them to a Mojave girl. With that being said, it is very difficult to tell which the het keyholes are. Let me kind of grab one. I got one over here, I believe. I think it's this one. Is this one? No, it's not that one. Where is he? Hold on. Where is he? Yeah, you get all fours here, guys. This is what happens when all your lights go off and you can't see shit. All right, here we go. So this guy right here, we believe to be an OD het keyhole male. All right? OD keyhole het clown. Now, if you look, it's very hard to tell. You can kind of see, like on the back here, how it kind of has these little dots going down. Now, some of the normals kind of look that way too, but we noticed that they kind of come in a pattern and they're very small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all those little dots right there. So we kind of proved out that, yeah, you can kind of tell what keyhole is when it comes to a het clown or keyhole without clown in it, but it is kind of difficult. All right, there's nothing crazy different about a keyhole, relatively difficult to tell. So we do have some of these hets that we're growing up right now. If anybody's interested, let me know. But we do have about 3 or 4 of these males. This guy right here is OD keyhole het clown. So we kind of moved on from that project. And the reason being, obviously, is because our stranger boy is doing phenomenal. We got that pastel redhead het clown. And obviously, it's just one of those things where I'm not going to say we're forgetting about this project, because I do actually like this project a lot. And I think there is some untapped potential in this project. But I think for this season, we're not going to see this boy really doing anything. It really is a shame, and it's kind of just the way these things work, because he's an absolute gavoon. He's like 1,200 grams and locks right away. And, you know, of course, we're not going to use him this season. This female right here will be getting used. I'm thinking she's probably going to go to our confusion boy. I kind of want to see what keyhole and confusion look like together. But I'm not going to say it's a forgotten project, but it's definitely a project that fell by the wayside now that we picked up that pastel redhead het clown, okay? So that's the project I kind of want to remind you guys of. It's not gone. It's not forgotten. It's still sitting here. Might have one clutch this season of the confusion clown to our keyhole breeder female here. Let's put them back. Let's talk about kind of what we've been doing with our males. So I'm going to make a video about it and how I got a few of these males to pair up. We actually got some of these virgins doing their thing, which we're pretty happy about, all right? So as you guys remember, I made a video a couple weeks ago talking about how this season might be kind of shit because all my males that I'm using are relatively either virgins or younger, okay, about a year old, or I have never locked, about 18 months old, never locked at anybody. So I started popping some plugs, started throwing some sheds in. We actually had some success with some of these animals. Like this boy right here, who is still with this girl. What are you doing? Oh boy. Where'd he go? What? Did I put that in here? I did. Oops. Sorry, bud. You don't have to breed this week. This boy right here. This is our pastel ODYB fire leopard pied het clown that I produced about a year ago now. Back last January, we hatched out around January 4th or 5th. And you know what? He gave me a lot of grief, but I did pop a couple plugs from other animals. And he did get a lock with this girl right here, our pastel clown pied. However, with that being said, I did just actually take him out of here. I thought I put him back here, but I actually put him over here. He did not lock with that girl right there or that girl. So we've had success with him so far. Not bad. Not the best success we could have. The one thing that we are having issues with is this boy right here, guys. This is our pastel redhead het clown. This boy has not been locking at all. Okay, so he's about a year old, and he's a big boy. He's about 800, 900 grams right now. Body structure, everything, he looks absolutely phenomenal. I've tried everything. I popped some sperm plugs, rubbed on females' backs. I threw some sheds in there. No dice with him so far, which is actually caused a little bit of concern for me, just because we are going to be utilizing him with a few projects. Right? We took away from our Confusion project, and we took away from our Stranger project in order to utilize this guy with a few females. So that kind of leads us and segues us into our next topic that I wanted to talk about. So he hasn't locked with anybody yet. I'm not giving up on the project. I'm not giving up on him this season. It's still very early in the season. However, we are going to take a few females away from that project. I did want like 5 females. Probably only do 4 if we're lucky. So I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with what I took away. So I was going to pair this girl. Where is she? Not that girl. This girl right here to our pastel. As you can see, she's bowl wrapping. I was going to pair this girl right here to our pastel redhead het clown. And unfortunately, because of what's going on with him and him not locking, I said, you know what? I'm not going to waste her because she is growing follicles. Now, this girl is actually going to answer the age-old question for us. We hatched this girl out back in June of 2021. Okay, so she is 18 months old, almost to the day. Okay, now I did ultrasound her about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and she was sitting at about 11 millimeter follicles. So this girl right here is a pastel spot nose clown. She is the daughter of Tank. Remember, Tank died about 3 years on us. That was the spot nose, leopard spot nose het clown. That was an absolute beast, about 2,200 grams. Remember, he died. I was very upset about it. So I get kind of sentimental about things. So we actually sold this female, then bought her back. Okay. So this girl right here is 18 months old, growing follicles, and I decided to throw her in with our boy right here. Now, if you guys remember, I was talking about how our Stranger boy was locking, he's doing well, and he was eating. Well, he looks absolutely phenomenal. So I said, you know what? Because that pastel redhead het clown is not doing his job, I said, I'm not going to let this girl fall by the wayside, especially if she's growing follicles. She's sitting at 11, 12 millimeter follicles. And guess what? We got a Stranger leopard clown and a pastel spot nose clown. So maybe we'll have another chance at some nice Stranger Batmans. That would be ideal. But more importantly, it'll be one of our females we produce here sitting on eggs. But even more importantly, it'll kind of answer that question. If a girl, a female, is a constant, consistent eater. She's sitting at about, I think she's about 1,600 grams right now. If a girl is a constant, consistent eater, can she breed at 18 months old? Listen, she's growing follicles, okay? So I threw a male to her. They locked up yesterday. I had a confirmed lock. This boy locks with everything. He is an absolute savage, okay? He locked yesterday. She was growing follicles. So I'm really interested to see if, in fact, at 18 months old, her getting paired, we can get a nice, healthy clutch out of her. Now, I have heard many people say, listen, if they're growing follicles, they're good to go. She's showing all the signs. She's growing follicles, and also she is bowl wrapping. So I figured, you know what? I'm not going to let the season get wasted for her because I think she can produce the clutch for us. So that was our game time audible. That was the audible we pulled. Because this male right here has been locking with 3 females, and because he's been eating and he's up about 640 grams, 2 years old, I said, you know what, fuck it. He's had about 3-4 weeks off. I'm going to throw him in with a 4th female. So that is the female we decided to go with. I know last video I talked about possibly saving him for her right there, the killer leopard clown pie female. But you know what, I'm going to save her for this boy right here. Just because it is a double visual and I want to utilize all the G's that he has in him. But that is the audible that we called here at Blue Line Morphs, guys. I'm actually really excited about it for a couple reasons. The first reason is obviously it's a female that we produce here at Blue Line Morphs. So obviously last video I spoke about how I was excited to have a blue morph clutch, right? We have Eve behind me, which is a normal het pied, and we have that pastel banana entry pied that finally locked up. That's really important. That is a huge step and a huge milestone. But also, this girl right here is a self-produced Blue Line Morphs animal, and it's also Tank's daughter. And she's got spot nose in her, and he's got leopard. And even though Batman has gone down in popularity, I still love the combo. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I love to get Stranger involved in there. Okay, I've never hatched out a Batman, only a bunch of Batman hets, so spot nose and leopard het clown. So I'd love my first Batman to be a Stranger Batman. That would be absolutely phenomenal. So that is the audible we called over here. As a quick update. Oh, and the Yellow Belly Paint Boy, I always forget about him. He's in shed. I tried to throw him in with a girl. No dice on him either. So we've gotten 2 of our younger males to start actually blocking up and going after these females. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to do a whole female on how I kind of accomplish some of those things. As you can see right here, I still got some of the sheds from some of these males that I'm utilizing to kind of get the scent in here. But that's all that's really going on over here at Blue Line Morphs, guys. I want to do a recap next week of our 2022 season. I'll be completely honest with you guys, how much we made, how much we got left in inventory, what we learned this season. I'm going to give you guys an update what we're doing for the 2023 season. We got some other stuff we'd like to share with you over here at Blue Line Morphs, guys. So just want to get some content out to you, especially considering I got to be headed to work like right now, which means I got to upload this video on 5G, which means it's going to take like 7 hours. But anyway, guys, listen, I appreciate you watching. Really happy with this other combo. So that's 4 females we'll be using with our Stranger Leopard Clown. It's the High OD Yellow Belly Fire Clown, Fire Russo Spot Nose Clown, which is another chance here to actually get Stranger Batmans. And then, of course, the OD Fire Entry Clown, and now our Pastel Spot Nose Clown. So we'll answer a few questions there, whether or not a female at 18 months old that ate really well, never really missed a meal, and ballooned up to that 1,600 grams. If she's producing follicles, 18 months old, put a male to her, let's see what happens. So pretty excited about that. Also excited another chance to hit some Stranger Batmans. I think that's probably all we're going to do with our Stranger Boy, unless these girls over here, we started this season off with him. If all of a sudden they're sitting at 30 millimeter follicles and we get one more lock in and it's like fucking February or it's like January or something like that, then you know what? Maybe give him like a month off, let him eat a few meals, maybe put him to a pied girl or something like that. So we have a lot of pies. That's one video I want to do next week too, is talk about our pie project, what we're kind of doing. So we have a lot of females. We have a lot of normal pied females, okay? So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Be safe. Watch your 6.